Hey, Michael. Hey, Parker. Who can hear me? Hey, Cajun. Michael can hear me loud and clear. Cajun can hear me. Let's see. Cajun. No. Cajun. I'm trying to see if I can invite anybody over. Let's see. I got this started first. I got the live stream going. Now I got Hangouts open. And let me see if I can create group. Cajun Coin Hunter. Michael Mullins. Okay, new conversation. How about now?
Well, let me see.
Hey, Rich, can you hear me now?
How about now? Okay, yeah, now we can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay.
I have to mute my YouTube so it wouldn't echo back through my Hangouts on my
Okay.
cell phone.
Okay, now we're getting the hang of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Now we can start over,
yeah.
with the full steps.
Yeah, the full step. So if you say 6, I thought it was only 5, but if you say 6,
5, but they do have a 6-step that that's the harder one to get is 6.
yeah, I put a question mark on it only because using this magnifying glass, which is only a 20, I think, a 10 and a 20, I could see steps, but I can't make sure they're all the way across. So I just put a question mark on it, so if I can look at it later.
Right, it has to be the solid lines all the way across.
5 is for 67, and I'm back, I think. 5 is 67. Wow, that blew my ears. Sorry, MD.
1967 and before.
Oh, okay. But you know, it's in really good shape too. The 63D.
Where'd you get it from?
Coin roll from the bank.
A BU roll or
circulated.
A circulated roll.
Yeah, circulated roll.
Oh, somebody might have dumped that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you can tell, everything's pretty sharp.
Yeah, yeah.
And then looking at the back, it's not going to be real quality, but you can see. Let me see if I can turn it at an angle. Nope, too much light. See how you can see the steps? But I just can't see clearly enough where it goes all the way across.
Yeah, I can't see it clear in the,
in
the video. But hold on, just hold that thought a second. Let me get my quality up on the YouTube part.
Okay.
Okay, show it again.
Tell me where you can see it better. I'll tilt it until you see it. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to take a real good picture of it. But it surprised the heck out of me because it first caught my eye because it was faced up and it was really nice details. You can see all the hair almost. There's no scratches on the face. The field's pretty clear except for a little tiny at the top near the forehead. But other than that, I don't see any scratches on the shoulders, on the collar. And then when I turned it around, I said, "Oh my gosh, I can see steps just with my eye." Then I got my magnifying glass and I looked at it again.
Somebody took that out of a mint set or
really
something, or took it out of a cardboard flippy, and yeah, the 60s, the early 60s, they hard to get in a high mint grade. They are.
Really?
They had bad strikes. They're hard to get the full steps in those years. They sure are. Rich is right. I agree with that.
This is a hard one to come by, even less steps. If you have all 4 steps, the edges of 5. Really? $500?
4 steps, yes. 4 steps and 5 steps. I was saying 5 and 6 earlier. But all your newer nickels, like 2017, 18, 19, all that has full steps anyway. That's all that laser engraving and stuff, you know?
And the other thing I noticed too on the fields in the back above Monticello and below E Plurimus, and I don't see hardly any scratches at all. I see one tiny one at the end of Unum.
You might have a 65 or 66 nickel right there in there. I don't know about the 4 steps.
Right. No.
A 65 nickel.
What is Rich? Rich says 500? What? Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he ain't joking.
I know he's
That man
he's
will
not
not
qualified
joke with
more than
you
I
on
am.
a price. That man would not joke with you on the price of a coin.
Wow.
Kenny O'Neill found what was it? That was Andrew's wife. Oh, about 4 months ago, she found a full steps nickel, just like you did, in a circulated roll, and it was in the 60s.
Really?
And I mean, I'm talking about a beautiful coin, beautiful. He said he was going to send it in to get graded.
Well, here's a one that caught my eye. I thought this is pretty weird.
1988. Wait.
Yeah, 1988D.
Round. Oh, that's a clip planted.
Yeah.
Unless it's got sanded down some kind of way. Unless it got sanded down. I got a penny like that. That's a straight clip, they call that.
Yeah. Well, that was also found in a coin roll. And then I'm not even sure. This is kind of a little embarrassing to say, but I know there's some black beauties out there, but it's only to 58 and 59, right?
No, there's a few other years. 64s, 63s.
How about a 90?
No, I doubt it.
I mean, if you can see the color on this
might
thing.
be. I mean, if you can make sure it's not dug at the ground,
Mm-hmm.
because what it is, it's like a black chrome color on the nickel with no pitting. No pitting.
And pitting means
right
where the metal left the surface?
No. Pitting is like in the ground and it's corroded.
Oh.
You know,
okay.
like somebody with a face full of acne.
Yeah.
Scars.
It doesn't look like it's been in dirt.
Okay.
I just it's just this curiosity, and I put it in a 2x2 because I just wanted to make sure that if I missed the opportunity.
Oh, hey, I flip all my oddities.
Really?
Or I put them into all my oddities. I put them into, but I like to flip them because I can write information on that coin.
Uh-huh.
And then when I come back to it 6 months later, I can refer to the notes on it.
So, so what I'm doing here like this, even though it could not be a black beauty, but just in case I can document it in some way and maybe later on prove it.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, just make a note on the back of it or on the front. Black beauty question mark.
Okay.
And then write the month and the year.
The month and the year. It was this year, 2019.
Okay, write the month. I write the month and the year on every coin I slab.
Uh-huh.
I mean, flip, not slab, because I don't slab coins.
Yeah, Rich says that clip looks wrong for some reason. Let me see.
But they vary a lot. Yeah, you have stick clips, you have the arch clips, the crescent moon.
Uh-huh.
But they do have the straight clips. And I got a penny like that. Oh, let me show it. Oh, I got it right here. I've got all my coins sent off. But I forgot to. I'm going to put some in my safe over here.
Mm-hmm.
In my fire safe. Okay, look at that. Wait, let me turn it around.
Oh, geez.
Well,
I can see like two stripes on it.
Same clip. That's the same.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
That's the same straight clip as you got.
Yeah. Now,
I didn't look at it under the scope yet.
Can the machine do that? Can the dies do that? Do a straight clip?
No, it's not a die that does it. It's when they make the planchets
Uh-huh.
out of copper or zinc or whatever. Okay, think of a biscuit cutter. Okay, and just say you put the biscuit cutter on a biscuit a little bit,
Uh-huh.
and you press on it. that's going to make that little arch, that little crescent. Well, every now and then, when they cut the planchets out with the cutters and that machine, the metal stops or it goes a little faster.
Uh-huh.
You know, that sheet goes a little faster, and then it causes them to get clipped.
Well, what caught my eye was that this part here was the largest part where it was cut. But on this side here, where I'm right in the middle of where my finger's at, there's a slight, I would say, flat edge. I don't know if that's possible.
You just gotta remember if it's an actual clip or
Hey, Stacking Lit Silver.
Sanded down. Hey, Richo. Oh, there's Stacking D.
Hey, Amanda. How are you? Hello.
That's the captain.
Who, Amanda?
That's the captain. Yeah, she's the captain on Richo.
Oh, okay.
That's Richo's wife.
Oh, okay. So I was just wondering about this
hey,
coin.
Amanda.
Hey, Rico's here too.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Hello, Richo.
Hello.
And then Amanda come in right after he did.
So those two were the two. So this 63 has got my attention a lot. That's why I put down full steps question mark. So
right.
That's one. And then the cut round. And then I found this in I have a bag that I've had since the 1960s, 70s. And I went through it and I found this one sitting right on top of my rolls of coin. It's a 39 Philadelphia. The front is pretty good shape, but the back is a little bit worn. But it's still got some.
Any I've got two sides of it that are like that almost.
Really?
I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, I'm back.
I've got 9 people. This is crazy. I've got 9 people in here, but it's great. Good. I like this.
Good deal.
I've got a question about offset. Rich, maybe you can help me out, or anyone in the room, and probably Cajun knows about this more than I do. I've got a dime that's a little offset. So what's considered? I know if it's 50%, I know that's half the coin, but this one here looks like it's set to the east, and it's going that way.
Okay. Okay, so like there's no rim on one side, or Roosevelt is off center.
Well, yeah, because when I turn it over, what do you call the
torch?
The torch. When I turn it exactly over, he's tilted just slightly to the east of the coin.
Okay, so the back is perfectly centered, but Roosevelt is off a little bit.
Right.
Okay, that's called a misaligned dot.
Okay.
Off center would be both sides.
Okay. Oh, I see.
Unless you're talking about a rotating gun, where like when Roosevelt is straight up, and you flip it over, and the torch is leaning a little bit, or a lot.
A little. It's
okay. So is Roosevelt completely centered in the coin?
No. He's almost. If you were to look at him, he's looking up instead of straight across.
Yeah, but the obverse, the front of the coin, is the one you want to look at.
Oh, I see.
And then flip it over straight over and look at the torch.
It looks like there was more pressure at the top of his head than his neck. It looks like it's beveled down deeper at the top, and then it's like a light strike underneath his neck.
Yeah, I'm not following you on that.
Okay.
When you said offset, I thought you meant Roosevelt was
well, I mean, it's all three of them. Because I can't see, I mean, I can see really fine detail, everything on top. And then the bottom, it sort of like fades, like it's really strong on top. Everything's in good detail. You can see all the letters and all that. And then when it gets towards his neck, it seems like it's just got softer lines.
That's probably what you're talking about is a misaligned dot.
Okay.
I want to say. Because if like, say, there's no rim on part of it, you know, the outside rim, if there's no rim and Roosevelt's are very thin rim, it's an oddity coin.
Yeah.
It would have to be about 20% or more to be worth anything.
No, I would say probably 5 to 10, maybe 15 at the most. But but it caught my eye though.
Stacking D. All right. I'm on my cell phone and Hangouts, so I can't get the address. You want me to join in Hangouts? He said he sent me he emailed me his address, but
who's that?
Oh, you mean your physical address? Okay, yeah, I saw that this afternoon late. I sure did. Okay, I thought you emailed me your email address so you could jump up in here with us. Would that be good if you know anything about Hangouts? And we can get the panel showing on the main YouTube screen.
And then a week ago, I got this 1919 Philadelphia penny.
Oh, cool.
It was in my pocket change. I just didn't realize it. I just got home, and when I pulled it out, I saw the wheat back on it, and I said, "Oh, cool, wheat." So I turned it around, and it was 1919 Philadelphia. That was pretty cool.
Plug that charger in, Stacking D, and wait till it gets about 30%, 25 or 30, and the charger will keep up with the screen.
No, I got.
The oldest I found this year was 1910.
Really?
1911, I think. Yeah.
I got a whole bunch of stuff that I like. I found a guy today that saves these. It's a squash penny.
Oh, a press penny.
Yeah.
It's got like Our Father on it, or Merry Christmas, or whatever.
Well, actually, on one side is completely blank, and on the other side is the you can see the memorial in the back. Yeah, you can see the memorial in the back. That's
So
one.
so it's not pressed by a company with some
No,
saying on it, or
nope.
oh, well, that's probably a railroad.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Train.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
Or yeah, me too. Me too. I don't know how many BU pennies I put on the railroad track when I was a kid.
Oh no.
They wasn't in BU condition because we had a lot of Wheaties in the '60s still in circulation, a lot.
Well, I've been going through my '64 Jefferson nickels because I was hoping to get a double. Is it D over D or is it just a double stamp? Or is that the same thing?
What? Which one?
The 64D.
RPM's RPM. Repunch mint mark. There'll be a D over D. Repunch mint mark.
See, this one I haven't put in a flip yet. I have it on a tray, but that nickel there is also one of my curiosities of being a Black Beauty question mark. Let me see what the year is.
If it's kind of a blackish chrome color, you know.
Yeah. Like on the motorcycles, a black chrome, like that.
Kind of, yeah. Or a Zippo lighter or something, you know, but a light black chrome. It doesn't have to be black. Usually they're not black. It's just
an off color.
Alloy wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
The alloy wasn't right on the black bits, and they turned that color.
I'm looking at the chat. It says Rich Kelly says Hector. All of the video it says in this high definition 720, we cannot see the coins hardly at all to out of focus. Yeah, I know. I plan to see if I can get some equipment later on, just because it makes it easier for looking at like Ken Peavy. Man, he's got it set up.
Oh yeah. You streaming from your laptop, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
And usually I don't like being taking pictures, and all that stuff, but oh well. It is what it is.
Because if you can stream from like an iPhone or a Galaxy 8, Galaxy 9 or something.
Oh yeah, they have some good resolution.
You'll come in crystal clear. Crystal clear.
I got some more flips in another box over there, but my grandson thinks he's a collector, and he's collecting all these for me. The $1.
Where's that?
It's
yeah.
He's collecting them all for me. He thinks he's a great collector, which is, I encourage him because I give him a paper dollar for this dollar here, and no, Grandpa, this is for you to put in my collection, because he knows that I'm holding some for him, some right, all the key dates, if I can find one, but whenever he comes across one of these at a store, he always gets it for me. So I keep them just for sentimental reasons, but now there's
right.
some interest now in them. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, came across this at the bank.
$5. Go ahead.
And this one here is now there's a type 2 and a type 1, right?
Yeah, on some of them, yeah. What year is it?
77.
Okay, there's type 1, type 2 are the bold letters and the skinny letters on the bicentennials, and the bold letters is the one that's worth more.
Rich Kelly says the presidentials are a great one. There are some of the first years without side print. This one has no print on the side. Rich Kelly, there's no print.
Oh, the presidential dollar?
Yeah.
No, it has to have the edge lettering. If it doesn't have the edge lettering, that means it's an error.
Oh, there, I saw it.
On the.
It's on there.
Okay. But some are upside down, but that's just the way they do the edge lettering first, and then on the planchet, and then the planchet gets struck. So some of them are upside down. That's
okay.
Common. Like if it's heads up, and you can read the lettering, okay, upright, or if you tails up and you can read the lettering upright, that's common.
Do you know the guy JB Coins?
JB Coins.
Yeah, that's his channel.
What? JB Coins is in here?
No. I'm just saying that.
Oh.
I've seen his channel, and he collects all Kennedy 50-cent pieces, bicentennials. And he says they're getting to be really rare. And I said, well, the other day I just turned in $80 worth of bicentennials.
He collects the ones in very good, nice condition.
Oh.
Because he passes up a lot of bicentennial for his donations, you know. Now, if it's a real nice one, I mean, like AU or BU, then he throws it in their pack, you know, to send to them.
Kelly's,
you know how many bicentennial halves they have out? I mean, there's millions of them.
Yeah.
I come across 200 every time I get a few rolls.
Rich Kelly.
I had a roll one time that was almost all bicentennial. I thought it was a collection dump, but it was all messed up. Rich
Kelly says that he has a great find. Oh, the great find for nickels is a 1965 with full steps, and MS65 is a $5,000 coin. Jeez.
Yeah.
Rich Kelly must be in.
What you mean you got a letter saying you will not be getting NBN? What is that?
Where's that at?
In the chat.
I'm getting a letter? Actually, I got a letter in the mail from NBN. They tell you almost already it's time for you to organize a provider. Where I miss it at? Organize a provider by set date. They tell you it's almost ready. It's time for you to organize a provider.
Oh, okay. They're probably talking about an internet provider.
Well, Rich said something kind of interesting. He said that it would be an error if this dollar presidential coin was stamped, but the letters are upside down. Now, Rich, are you supposed to read with the face with the obverse up, and then the letters are supposed to be read like reading it from left to right, or how's that work?
Well, I know it was in Coin World a while back, or one of the coin magazines or something, that the presidential dollars, the edge lettering is put on before the planchet is struck.
Uh-huh.
And then that 50 or 40% of them can be upside down or right side up. It's common. According to Coin World or Numismatic News or one of them, because I read it, I don't know, a year ago, a couple of years ago, something like that. I read that article. Hey, there's Lemonhead. What's going on me?
Hey, Lemonhead.
Cajun over here.
Hey,
Lemonhead.
Hector's over here.
Cajun over here. You should have figured that out when I said more on me.
My voice. With the president's face looking up,
me,
the coin tabletop, you will read the letters. Okay, so face up. Okay, obverse up. Yeah, you can read it.
gonna have to look for that article.
Okay.
You can Google it, and they're supposed to be common. You know, either way. You know, upside down or right side up or whatever.
Well, to me, it looks like this is a really highly clad coin because when the letters are struck, you can see the coin alloy inside.
Yeah, it is clad.
Very interesting. This is what
heavy clad.
Stacking Silver says, like I said, is circulated. Hey, Lemon, kind of now worth $20. Wow. PCGS Coinfax displays all the upside down and right side up. That's what I thought too. Straight to Mr. Turnbull. Punch him in the head for me. Hector's grandson is collecting the presidents. Yes, he is. Yes, Rich Kelly. He's gotten so far, I think about 20. 7 or 8 of them are the same president. I think they're Washington ones. Yeah. He helps me separate wheats from shields from memorials. What's wrong, Cajun?
I wish I had my presidential dollars handy. I got a bunch of them. That way I can look.
How was your homemade hamburger, Andy? You want the first tier Washington with no edge lettering. Lemonhead Penny, is that because it's rare?
Yeah, it's an error.
Yeah, they have an app. They have great albums for president, tons of history in. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my grandson interested in school. He's a 7th grader going into first, and he's a 7-year-old going into 1st grade, and he's already trained off on school. He loves his PlayStation 4, but I'm trying to keep him away from it. So this is one way, getting him interested in coins. So when he comes over, I usually get a box of pennies for himself. See how many people are in the room. Wow, we have 9 people in the room. Awesome people.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna look for my box of flips. Let me come back.
Okay. I'm back. Now, who knows Lemonhead and Rich Kelly? Y'all familiar with Ken Potter? I'm pretty sure y'all are. Ken Potter is a leading authority in the coin collecting community. And I've got some information for y'all to see.
Okay, guys.
Yeah.
I found my box.
I just posed a question in chat.
Which was?
To Lemonhead and Rich. I said, do y'all know, are y'all familiar with Ken Potter? Oh, no, Corn Captain, not Ken.
Oh, yeah.
But he'll tell you the same thing. I'm fixing to put a link in the chat. Anyway, Ken Potter is a leading authority in the coin collecting world.
Yes, I know. I heard his name.
Okay. All right. Here we go. There we go. Y'all check that out. Like I said earlier, the edge lettering is put on before the coin is struck on the planted, and it could be 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, 80-20. It's common. It's not an error.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they do have error edge lettering, you know, like with No In God We Trust, or with In God We Trust. Those are worth more because the first coins that came out were In God We Trust was on the edge lettering instead of on the face of the coin. And there was a big uproar.
Well, since Rich Kelly's here, I wanted to show him this 62 penny. It's in really, really good shape.
Nice.
And that's the back.
You have any bag marks?
You know something?
How many bag marks you have on it? Little dings and all that.
To tell you the truth, I don't see any. Oh, 2. On the shoulder.
Yeah, Potter and his monster microscope.
What's that?
Potter and his monster microscope.
And then on the back, on the steps of the memorial, there's one little gash.
That's enough to bring you down a point.
Well, it just, I mean, when I opened the penny, a roll, it just stuck out, and I said, oh. But like I said, yeah, I'm going through these because I've got a bunch of them.
That is a real nice coin. It's not a fire red, but it's worthy of to put in a book.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've got quite a few of them, and I've already changed them out.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Stacking D,
right.
Stacking Silver with D says he's got a 1874 shield nickel coming in the mail. My first one. One thing about most of the pennies, 50 and up, they need to be red. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's not fire red.
So
worthy of a book or.
So if it's red and then goes to red brown and then to brown, is that like red is the highest, red brown is the second level, and brown is the last?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right. As far as luster, yeah.
I'm going through my. Here's a 1918 penny. I found that coin roll, honey.
Yeah, that's the one you was telling me about earlier.
No, that was a 1919.
Okay. What did the wheat hairs look like on it? Are they kind of crisp or are they worn out or?
The wheat?
The wheat hair. The top of the wheat stalks?
The top of the wheat stalks are kind of a little worn, and it gets more detail as it comes down. Yeah, it's kind of worn.
Yeah, well, you see the hairs of the higher points on the wheat stalks. Those are the ones that's going to get worn out first.
Then I got the first type 42 nickel before it became a silver.
That's on the wheat penny. That's one of your main grading points is the wheat hairs.
Uh-huh.
The wheat stalks and the hairs is what I look at a lot.
You know, I've got a where is it? I only have 2017 Philadelphias. Only 2. I can't find any more than that.
Hey, Lemonhead, you want to jump in here with us? You remember how to put that link in chat, don't you?
Yeah. Anybody, everybody.
Okay. Let's see if Lemonhead wants to come in.
All right.
And he can grab the link real quick and join us. Lemonhead's very knowledgeable also.
Oh, heck yeah.
Wow, D. Go ahead. Yeah, I'd leave it unopened for a while unless you want to look through it for errors or something. I got a few rows that I don't have open. Say like 70s though. 60s, 70s, they're not open.
It says I have no results.
I think they good rows. What's that?
I'm trying to add Lemonhead. It says
I don't leave it unopened. You work at where you work at, D? Stacking stuff. Where you work at? Oh, he said he would, but he can't. He's on his phone. Oh. I know you can get in Hangouts on the phone, and then you can see chat and not see chat. It depends on if you go to the YouTube side of it and mute it. Yeah, I've got a roll of 74 Philadelphia's, I think. Let me check. Hold on. I don't have it here, but I got it wrote down somewhere. Yeah, 74 Philadelphia. And it's Fed bankroll. And they look real good on the outside. I mean, real good. No staining on the wrapper, nothing. So I'm pretty sure the inside of that roll is going to look real good. And then the 74s also have small date and large date. It's not common knowledge, but the 74s do have a small and large date.
Is this a stained or some kind of? Because this looks like not silver. How would you call it? Like a painted penny. Can you see the color?
Huh?
Hey, David.
I don't know if that's a toning or maybe like an acid wash or something. Does it look like a steel penny?
Yeah. It's a
I see that.
It's a 1968.
The 60 what?
A 68D.
Oh yeah, some people they were different years were plated.
Okay.
But the only way to really tell would be to, and I wouldn't advise it.
Scratch it.
Like to clip it.
Oh no.
or now is the edge the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you can scratch the edge, like with a needle. Make a little tiny mark and see if you can scratch the plating off. And if you see copper underneath, because I'm pretty sure steel planchets weren't around in '68. They're not going to be left over from the mint that long.
Yeah. He said to have it weighed.
Oh yeah, weight, but no, it's a copper penny. Well, I mean, if you think it's a steel planchet, yeah, it's going to weigh less than 3.1.
Right. And if it's a copper penny that's been painted in any kind of form or fashion, it weighed more than.
It's going to weigh. No, it's going to weigh 3.1.
Oh, really?
If it's plated, it's going to weigh 3.1. Yeah, it's only micrograms. It might go 3.2 on a scale, maybe, but plating goes in micrograms. But the Lemonhead said it could be missing clad layer, but it's a 68, so it was copper. You know, with what, 5% zinc?
Mm-hmm. This kind of grain could be missing a clad layer later during painting. Okay. Lemonhead said that it could be a kind of gray that could be missing from a clad layer dirty plant. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got a 54S that's red brown. But it's in really good shape.
Put a couple bucks.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's just an oddity, and I keep it just because, not because of the value, because I wouldn't.
If it's in any kind of MS like 61, 62, it's going to be worth 80 cents, 90 cents if it's a little higher. Like if it's good strike and all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's one of my favorites. Here's a 1952 Lincoln, and you can see it's a 1952 Denver, but on the far end of the two, I don't know if it's, but to my eye and using only this, it looks like a 1 over a 2. I know you can't see it because it's really.
I've never heard of an overdate.
Neither have I. I searched it already.
Denny.
Could it be a cud maybe?
Those years. It could be a die crack, yeah.
Okay.
I found a nice die crack not long ago on a 95 Philadelphia, and I was looking at it under my scope. I was looking for the doubling on Liberty. And no love for the double. But I turned it over and I was looking from left to right like I always do. And lo and behold, there was a die crack from the rim almost down to the steps in the memorial. I said, now that's a nice little die crack right there.
Yeah,
and I put my toothpick on it, and I felt the bumps all over that die crack.
Yeah, because the next time
from the rim down halfway, oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't found a die crack yet. I mean, I've got some.
Yeah, science experiment. Science experiment. There you go, David. Yeah, junior high schools and high schools used to experiment with plating pennies in science. Laugh. Sure did. I forgot about that.
Here's I know this is not going to be picked up on the camera, but I have a 1944 penny that is Philadelphia Wheatie, but the color is so odd. It's the colors, yeah. It's so odd, the color. Even the, it doesn't look like a real.
Stone?
Like what?
Stone?
I tell you, the color looks almost like an off gold.
Tones? Like rainbow tones? Like
No. It's more like it's a solid color on both sides. It looks like, I would say, a golden yellow, brownish. I don't know how to explain it, but it really stood out because when I was doing my coin roll and I started looking at it and I said, God, that's weird. And I thought maybe they plated it some way, you know, and then it didn't look plated. Then it kept looking. I kept looking at it, kept looking at different lights, and even in the sun. I don't know. I don't know. It's not going to be able to see it, but that color is so odd. I've never seen any penny in that color. There you go. That's the best color right there to show you.
Yeah, on door plate. Oh, I wish you had a coin scope.
Yeah, me too. And I'm gonna get one there, Cajun. But this one here is so odd. I've never seen a color like that on a penny.
Look like before you.
I'm sorry? Even the numbers are a little too low.
What the edge look like before you put it in the flip?
It's pronounced. It's almost like you flip your finger against it almost.
Relying.
You know, I'm thinking about to give up my last 4 points. Circulating points.
On the penny.
Hey, Lake House is in here.
On the penny.
Hey, Lake House, how you doing?
What? Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Oh, crap.
Hey, Rich Callie, what do you think about the different tones of colors on a penny that's not red, it's not brown red, and it's not brown? Oh, MD's leaving? Uh-oh, you froze.
Can you hear me, Hector?
Now I can. Yes, I can. Can you hear me? Oh, you froze again. Hey, Rich Kelly, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, you're cutting out in and out.
I'm good on my side, and I get a circle of doom on your side. Your side. Let me refresh my YouTube side.
Okay. So, Rich Kelly, what do you think about a color of a penny that's not matching anything I've ever seen before besides that silver one? And that could be plated, like you said, it's pretty close to that. But this one here has an odd golden color to it. Oh, there you go. I see you moving faster now, Cajun. You probably got stuck in a bin, ended up in brass wash. Check comment above it. Sometimes they go through clothes washer and it does some strange stuff. Oh, okay. That is really an odd looking color though.
I don't know what's going on my end, or
Whoop. What is that? Anyway. Yeah, most of these are just pennies I just put in flips because I got extra ones of them. 46.
You hear me, Hector?
Yes. 40. Yes. Can you hear me?
Hector, can you
Yes.
hear me?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Can you hear me? Can you all hear Hector and me? Cajun, you're breaking.
There's a big lag in there then.
Yeah.
Big lag.
Well, now you're clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see me on camera?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm trying to remember who sent me this. Oh, no. This is one of my oldest coins I found.
I think my internet is way behind or something. Oh, it can be that. But
yeah. I found
on my end.
I found this. This is one of my first Canadian coins I ever found. It's a 1940s George VI, and it's 80% silver, 20% copper, and it's 18.03 millimeters. One of the first ones I ever got when I was a kid. Found on my own. I think I got this as in my change somehow, but I've always had it in a little jar by itself, and then I finally put it in a flip last year. It's a sailboat with George VI on the back, or on the front. I forget how this goes. Then I found a few. Oh, are you back, Cajun?
Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir. Coin Captain, are you asking me what year on this dime?
Are you talking about 10 seconds after I said, hey, Hector?
Wow. Well, you're frozen.
Are you talking about 10? Answer my question of 10 seconds after I said, hey, Hector.
Well, right now you're frozen on my picture in front of me, and I'm still moving. So either it's a combination of both. I need a purple. BU sent. Oh, there you go. Now you moved. Be right back, grabbing a shower. Okay, Coin Captain. Where's some bread? 83 purples are supposed to be.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you still there? Cajun?
Yeah, I'm here, but I'm lagging bad for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm having an issue here on my end for some reason.
People waking up, probably using their internet. I don't know. Or there's a lot of traffic going on. Well, anyway, I've got more, but I don't want to. I want to keep going.
No.
But most of these are just, like these 63. Now, do 63s all have marks, mint marks, in the Philadelphia ones for 63? Okay, Lemonhead, good night. Thanks for coming by.
63
Jefferson,
have no mint mark.
63 Jeffersons have no mint marks, so this is not a rarity then. I didn't realize I had this many 39s. 53, 52, 50, 39, 39, 39, 1939, 1939, 1940S, 46S, 54. Don't pick on Cajun. Cajun's okay. Oh, I got a Japanese yen. 10 yen.
Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I'm gonna try and reset my router modem.
Okay.
And then see if you might have to ring back.
Okay.
In here, maybe.
All right. Hey, David Carlisle. Rich Kelly 21. What is your favorite coin to collect? Okay, so I don't see. Let's see. I remember the Japanese Olympics. I also remember the 1968 Olympics. A seated Liberty half dimes. Wow, I've only seen pictures of those. Lake House, I asked Rich Cali 21 what was his favorite coin to collect, and he said the seated Liberty half dimes. Rich left the call. Lake House Beach, what's your favorite coin to collect? Right now, my favorite coin to collect are Morgan silver dollars. Actually, walking liberties, standing liberties, anything around the turn of the century, before World War II. Yeah, Sometimes our kids have better luck collecting something that we want so bad. Nice looking Indian histons are growing on me, but I have a lot of Walkers, Morgans, and Mercs. Yeah, that's one area I struggle in is Mercury dimes. Is Cajun back yet? No, it's gonna take him a while to reset his Wi-Fi. Hey, there he is.
I'm back.
There you go.
Tom.
There we go. Now we can hear you. Hey, there he is.
I was wondering why you couldn't hear me earlier, and I'm like, I could see you, and I could see me moving, and my little box on the camera, on the phone screen. But you could hear me, but there was like a 15-second delay.
Yeah.
I said, well, let me try my, I'm getting feedback somewhere. Okay, it's gone now. Anyway, so I reset my modem router. It's all built in one from AT&T.
Oh, yeah. Don't get me started on AT&T. They're making me mad already.
I wish I'd have never got off the Spectrum and went to AT&T.
Yeah, they're not a favorite of mine in my book.
I didn't hear you.
I said I don't have the AT&T right now is not my favorite place because they I live in a new development, but the thing is, it's a new development, but it's over 30 years old now. They call it a new development, but they won't fix the infrastructure to make us have more than 1.5 megabytes or whatever our load is right here. And for us to get faster speeds, they have to take out a lot of the stuff in this area, and they won't do it for 455 houses in this area that they said that it's not worth their effort yet until 5G comes out and there's going to be towers put up.
Line of sight, yeah.
Yeah. So they're fighting us because we need faster speeds, and they won't get us the faster speeds because it's too much money right now to spend in our neighborhood because they said we're over 30 years old.
I'm surprised you don't have Spectrum over there.
Never heard of it. We have Comcast here and Infinity. Or Xfinity.
Well, I'm surprised it's Charter / Spectrum. I'm surprised they didn't buy them out yet.
Love that train.
Okay, let me catch up with chat. Yeah, okay. That's my train. Let me catch up in chat because I couldn't even see chat earlier. It was the YouTube side was down too.
Well, the question was.
It was my router needed resetting.
The question was asked, what was everybody's favorite coin to collect?
I didn't hear your question.
Oh no, it was written in the chat.
I didn't hear the question though. What's your favorite? And that's it. That's all I heard.
Oh, what is your favorite coin to collect?
Oh, BU Wheaties.
Wow.
For me. Lincoln. Lake Cows, how's it going? David Carlisle, hello, mon amis. Mes amis. And Rich Cowley said, Cajun, I was telling them I gave you that Japan 64 coin. Yep, sure did. I need to make a video on that as soon as I get my coins back. My daughter was supposed to come down for a week with her boyfriend and maybe somebody else, and well, I didn't want my collection in my house, so I got them in the safe at the big shop, at the outboard mechanic shop.
Lake House Beach says that he's even started collecting ugly eagles. What's an ugly eagle?
American silver eagle, more than likely.
Oh, that? Oh, okay.
You can get them cheap. You can get them for a little over spot on silver. Oh yeah, okay. I just read what he said. It's silver. It don't matter if they're ugly. It's silver.
Yeah. Oh, ABG Hobbies.
999 fine silver.
Yeah, ABG Hobbies gave me. I won one of his giveaways, and it was a 1 ounce round. But it was Queen Elizabeth.
Oh yeah, or Canadian silver, or New Zealand, or Australian, or whatever. What country was it imprinted on?
England.
Okay.
It was 0.99 ounce, troy ounce, 1 ounce.
Okay. And on the back, it said England, or on the front, whatever.
Well, it had the obverse had Queen Elizabeth, and it said Queen Elizabeth II. On the back side, it said Kingdom of the British Isles.
Oh, British Isles. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because Queen Elizabeth is on every silver round, silver coin, 999.
The Commonwealth.
They have all. I mean, they got 1,000 designs with Queen Elizabeth on the front, and 1,000 designs on the reverse from different countries that England ruled over. Oh, seated? Oh yeah, seated liberties. I like those too, but I can only afford the ones sometimes, and if they AG or G.
For me, just to collect every year of a Morgan that would be like from heaven for me. It doesn't have to, for me, it doesn't have to be AU or MS. I mean, if I just get coins that are of that year, every mint, and it was, they were so nice. I mean, they don't have to be premium, but that would be nice for me to collect.
Oh, David, no, my only neighbor that's close to me that maybe could catch my Wi-Fi, that they have their own internet stuff, and mine's secured anyway. Yeah, there are a few Morgans that are expensive, even in low condition.
Right.
And seated liberty.
Wow, still 6 people in the room.
Yeah,
I had a friend of mine who paid my way to private school when I was in high school. He paid half of my tuition for 4 years. Nice man. Never had any grandchildren, never had children. And he was my dad's buddy for up 10 years, since the 30s, I guess, late 30s, early 40s. They went to service together, and he didn't go overseas. He was a little older, so he didn't make. He was needed, So he signed up for guard duty in the United States, but he was in the Army, and he one day showed me his gold coin collection. Oh my Lord, talk about some nice coins.
Yeah, my dad's brother, my uncle, had a double eagle, St. Gordon, and I was 7 or 8, and he says, when I pass away, this is going to you since you collect coins.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, cool. Well, I wasn't even living in Louisiana when he passed away. In fact, I found out like a month and a half later. But no telling. I mean, he didn't have a will.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure his brother got it because his brother got the house. My other uncle.
Mm-hmm.
But no telling where that golden eagle was. I don't know if it was in his shipper cabinet because he had an old house that they built years and years ago in like the early 40s, and they didn't have closets.
Yeah, they had armoires.
They had
armoire.
They had a shipper cabinet, right? Yeah. Yeah, we call them a little bit different. The armoires or shipper cabinets down here.
Mm-hmm.
And because, you didn't need a lot of clothes back then.
Clothes were expensive in those days.
And then a long, long, long time ago, houses were taxed by how many rooms they had. And they didn't have indoor plumbing back then, so you had an outhouse, so that didn't count.
Yeah.
But a closet was considered a room.
Yep.
I mean, many years ago, I'm talking, I'm going back to England now. Or colonial days,
You see what Rich Kelly wrote down? He says in 1899, Carson City is $485 for a G-rated 4. And then in 1893, Morgan S, $2,250 for a G4. They're like 10 Morgans that are like $100 for G4s.
That's low minute states.
Wow. Does anybody go to the banks and get dollar bags?
A buddy of mine does.
How's he do?
He finds Morgans, peace dollars. He buys $1,000. He orders them from his bank, $1,000 Ike bags.
Uh-huh.
And he finds Morgans, peace dollars, and American silver eagles. Plus silver Ikes. He sent me a few of them, matter of fact, silvers. And bicentennial, gold-plated, and 40%ers, because there was 40% back then.
Mm-hmm.
The Ikes.
Hey, Rich Kelly, do you collect silver dollars? Lake House, that's a coin. There's my collection. I paid $5. Dang. It's a 1903 Indian. And MS Mint State 63 red, maybe. It was in the New Year's postcard in a small envelope that said, good luck. And no one ever knew it was there. Yes, I have about 400. Jeez.
Wow. Yeah, Rich is good at grading coins. I know that.
Hey, Rich,
Lake House asked me a question.
What's that? Lake House? Drop the mic.
Lake House asked me a question.
Well, you know something? I'm really gonna send pictures of this one to Rich Kelly or even Ken Peavy and tell him about the steps on this 1963D because it's in really, really good shape. So I really got curious about this one.
On the full steps, you mean?
Yes, sir.
You talking about the full steps?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I'm lagging again for some reason.
Not too bad, but about a minute. It's probably a second or two.
Oh, okay. Guess the internet's a little slow over here.
Yeah. Yes.
But anyway, Lake House actually. Yeah, something's up with the internet because your picture goes off and your icon comes up.
Huh.
Something's happening on my end, I think.
Okay.
I think. But Lake House asked me a question if that was the coin in my icon. Is that the actual coin in my icon? No, but it's one like it. And I don't even remember the year of that double eagle.
Uh-huh.
That double eagle my uncle had before he died.
Mm-hmm.
That double eagle might be buried in the backyard.
Well, you know, my grandpa, they said that the house was built back in the 1890s where my dad grew up, and the house still exists today, but the house was built in the 1890s, and they say there's money buried back there because in the old days they used to say that they would never go to the banks; they would bury their money in the back or in the backyard, and
Right.
so there are people living there now. So they found a can of newer Benjis, a can, but that was way after my grandparents passed away because they passed away back in the 60s. And they found a can of Benjis, but there were like, I don't know, 60, 61s. But they found a small can, like, I don't know, a chocolate can of cocoa like that, buried in the back.
Yeah. What was in it?
Here in town where my dad and my dad grew up.
Oh, what was in it?
Oh, Benjis.
Oh, okay.
Like
I was reading the chat and I didn't hear.
50 pounds of silver?
Oh, he's got more than that.
Well, even 50 pounds times 16 times 50 is 900 ounces. Oh my Lord. That's quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
50 pounds is just 1/4 of your silver.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Was that your phone? Cajun, was that your phone?
No, I was talking French.
Oh.
No, I was talking French.
No, it was a buzzing sound.
Anyway.
It was a buzzing sound.
Oh, wasn't on me. I hope not.
Read the comment telling what coins are in the video. Let me see. The comment. No, never agreed. No, not there. Not there. 19. Read the comment telling what coins are in that video. Oh, Rich Kelly, are you talking about the one that says, yes, that video is over $300 silver dollars and 1,840 quarters and 560 half dollars. Boy, you're the man. You know who I was wishing that I see would come in here is Michael Kettle, rare coin collector.
I thought I invited him over in here.
I think he was here for a little while.
I'm pretty sure I told him we was going to in Rico's stream.
There we go. There's still 6 of us in here.
Yeah, Michael Kittle is another Lincoln cent collector, especially the 1909. I forget how many 1909 VDVs he had in his collection, but all of his slab coins has his name on it. Michael Kittle rare coins.
Right.
And PCBS slabs.
You see
and he had a registry. He holds the record, the world's record, having the most.
Hey, Rico's.
The biggest collection of Wheaties. In the 1909, the early years. He holds the record for that.
Yeah, he set up something where there was a penny double slab. They called him. They called it. He had a double slab where one was a nickel, one was a penny. Did you see that video of his?
Of Michael's?
Yes.
No, I sure didn't.
Yeah, there's one. He got a pretty penny for it too, from what I hear. If I remember correctly.
Man, we got a bad connection.
I know. Yes, I did. Yes, he's an amazing collection. Who does? Lake House Beach. We're talking about Michael Kittle.
Hey, Hector.
Yes, sir.
Let me do something right quick. I'm going to jump out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm on my old router instead of my AT&T router.
Okay.
Let me switch Wi-Fi on my cell phone, and I'll jump back in a minute.
Okay. I'll wait for you.
All right.
Okay. Can everybody still hear me? I've never had such issues with YouTube before. I think it's because of them. You might be right there, Rich Cal. Rich Cali, I know you're in Northern California. I'm in Central California. Coin Captain, where are you? Uh-oh. Wow. It's 5:30 in the morning over there almost. Sleeping in tomorrow for Sunday? Local, everyone. Hey, Rich Cali, I think I'm going to start going into collecting Mexican silver at the same time. my dad and my mom have a little chest about this big. It's called a tesoro. A tesoro in English means treasure. My mom and dad have got these coins that my dad bought for their wedding, and it's tradition to give the dowry to. Oh, heard somebody. Cajun?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, I can hear you a lot better.
I don't know.
You seem like a lot clearer now.
Still got a bad connection somewhere.
Okay. Any storms in the area?
No. Oh well. Yeah, but I'm on a hardwire
Okay.
internet. I'm not over the air. And my modem router is not blinking, so it's good there.
Okay. Rich Kelly, yeah, I'm gonna check out all of you guys, all your videos. When I saw the one today about the drawer and you have 93 pounds of pennies in the Wheaties in BU condition, I'm going, wow, that took some time. Victor, my mom's family is Mexican and some of my oldest family is in Kelly. Yeah, mine too. Wow. We were here when California was still in Mexico. And then our land was taken and we went back to Mexico where the other side of the family lived. And then we came back in the 1840s, 1850s, 1840s, something like that. My
1840s was California was a state, wasn't it?
No, 1850 was a state.
That was
1846 to
territory. Okay.
We had the war between Mexico and the United States from 1846 to 1848, and then we had the gold rush in 49. That's where we get the 49ers, and then California became a state in 1850.
Oh, 1850. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're a Californian then, Rich Kelly. You're one of the original.
General Vallejo.
Oh yeah. Ever heard of the ranch here in California? Antonio Carrillo and Peña, yeah. Those names sound really familiar. As a matter of fact, one of my family members, he proved that. But in Santa Barbara, near the Mission, there's a street called our family last name. Oh, my family member, one of them, claims that we have family who were living at the Santa Barbara Mission, and that one of the streets is named after one of our family members. I don't know how true that is, but we haven't found any evidence that it was true. Let's see how many people are still in here. Wow, we still have 5 people here. Richo says that he's still lurking. We've got 10 likes out of it. That's pretty good.
I saw him say that earlier.
Yeah. Rico, are you still here with us? Maybe not.
I wonder how much lag I got between me and you.
I don't know. But we're having issues with at night. I don't have any issues at night. It's in the daytime I have issues with Wi-Fi in this neighborhood. A lot of my neighbors complain about how bad the Wi-Fi is here. Yeah, he's here. Hey, Rico, I'm glad you're here, sir.
Tell me when you hear this. Tell me when you hear this, Hector.
Waiting. Nope.
No, I mean, tell me when you hear me.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Do it again.
Okay.
Now. Heard you. Right after you said it.
Please. It might be on your end. You might have it because I see the chat and the video perfect.
Mm-hmm. Same here too. I see the video really good, and I see the chat. Wow, I know we had family at the tens of the missions as the death confirmed of their Lisa and killed by Kit Carson, the governor of California, and stole the land. Your land stolen? We might have the same kind of time frame then. Okay, good night. Glad you came by.
All right, later, David. Bon week.
Do you ever heard the term?
Rich got a family history.
Well,
Rich has a big time family history.
We're trying to find out, because our family too, because we weren't aristocrat. We were more like the educated families in Mexico. And then when we were in California, like the lawyers, the administrators, the logistics people, we were some were in the military, but most of them went back to Mexico when California became a state. And yeah, the Adobe Pena homes. I remember hearing about them. Rich, I'm looking at your videos. Wow, you can build a house with your coins, not even selling any. I don't doubt it. Well, there's a letter that one of my mom's grandfathers, he's working in silver mines up in Jerome, Arizona. And legend has it is that as they were digging the mines, a lot of people stayed buried, because when they caved in, they wouldn't dig them out. It would be too much expense to. So, Cajun, what's your plans for tomorrow, or today, I should say?
You said, what do I have planned?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's not raining, we have a few weed eaters and leaf blowers to work on.
Work is going to be hot and dry tomorrow.
Oh, that reminds me. Yeah, y'all going to be hot and dry. We put it this way. Downtown, went to the store this afternoon, and all the stores, business, the lawyer offices, and like the bank, and all on that street in that area, on that 2-block area, they have sandbags at the door.
Really?
So we're supposed to be getting a lot of rain, like Saturday, which was yesterday, because we're early morning now, Sunday morning. We had a lot of rain yesterday. It's supposed to get a lot today.
Well, I wish you sent them our way, because we're dry.
Right.
We're on fire alert right now.
Like 4 or 5 inches. They're predicting.
Long 3, we can suck it all up.
Oh yeah, we don't have to worry about that over here. Not in my area anyway. Like when it does get dry, they have a burn ban over at Kisatchie National Forest, about an hour north of me. But still, in all, that's sandy soil and stuff like that. Everything grows green. But if it does get a drought during the summer, yeah, they will have a burn ban over there.
Well, they say that California produces 1/4 of the world's food.
That's true. There's a lot of farmers over there.
Now, I mean, even behind my fence, you just go across the street from the fence, and there's 500 acres of vineyard right there.
We have, in South Louisiana, we have hundreds of thousands of acres of rice, sugar cane, wheat, soybeans. What else? As a major product, I'm trying to think of, for edible stuff. North Louisiana, full of cotton.
Mm-hmm.
South Louisiana used to have a lot of cotton too, but there's not a lot of money in cotton. Sweet potatoes. I call them yams.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes sweet potatoes. We got thousands and thousands of acres of sweet potatoes.
My uncle used to work for C&H Sugar Spreckles before Spreckles bought them out, and we just for feed my dad's cattle, we get 8 to 10 tons of sweet potatoes and feed them to our cattle.
Of what?
Sweet potatoes. We'd feed them to the cows.
Oh, sweet potatoes. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, Rich.
Okay, Rich.
We'll wait for you. This is cool. I like the idea about talking about coins. It gives me a better idea of understanding what I'm going to do.
I mean, that's what a coin channel is for.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious about these dark coins. If it's just oxidation of the metal, or if it's really a full steps, and
If I could have if I could have a good clear picture of those bright views, I can tell you.
Should I take them out of the 2x2s and take a picture of them that way, or what's better?
Yeah, you'll have to get the light just right or whatever. Or if you want to mail them to me, I could tell you right off the bat.
Okay.
And I have a coin scope, so.
Yeah, because.
But you can go if you have a coin shop in your area. If you have a coin shop in your area,
mm-hmm.
you can go right there and they'll tell you what you got.
I went there to check them out, and it seemed like they were more into high-end graded coins and pawn shop, like diamonds and jewelry and Gucci bags, and hawk your high-end stuff.
Did they sell a lot of comic books and games and stuff too?
No. Like I said, it was jewelry, diamonds.
Because coin shops do have to diversify sometimes.
Yeah, but it didn't have that feel. Like if it was like, if it was feeling like they went to do out of their way just to have coins in there, it was the opposite. But it felt like it was high end.
So Yeah, they probably buy a coin collection for silver melt and gold melt, and that's it.
Well, they were negotiating with this one couple that had some really nice coins because they were in slabs, and they would say, well, if this didn't have this, we would give you this price, but run, 80. We have to at least make, give you 80% of the face value. We've got to at least make 20 minimum. So I'm thinking, when I was listening to that conversation, I thought they were talking about they wanted to pay higher on nicer coins and less, markup on the lower grade ones, but their key dates or something like that.
80% of face value on a slab coin?
No. Of the not 80% of face value, 80% of retail. They had to make a minimum 20%.
Oh. Yeah, right. Most coin shops go around 92%.
Really?
Fair market value.
High grade.
92% of what the coin's worth at fair market value.
Mm-hmm.
They'll give you the dealer price gray sheet, which is about 92%.
I haven't seen a gray sheet yet. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen a.
Well, on silver and gold, it's like that. Especially on milk. They're going to give you 92% of milk. This depends on the guy that owns the shop, too.
Well, I tell you, when I worked in grocery stores, if we made three.
You got $1,000. If you have $1,000 coin, slab coin, that's fair market value according to Gray Sheet, Coin World, or whatever, but Numis Media is the mostly go to. Or Gray Sheet, they're gonna give you for that $1,000 coin, they're gonna give you around $850.
Well, that's 15% difference.
Yeah, sometimes it depends on the coin too. If it's going to be a fast seller, they'll give you more.
Yeah. Why sit on money when it just sits in the case?
Yeah.
Do you know if Rich Kelly is an older gentleman?
He's in his 60s.
Okay. Married?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He has a lot of a big, huge coin collection.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he's not married.
Yeah. Well.
Who's the last one in chat that you see, Hector?
Coin caption. And it says 234.
Hector. No, who's the last comment you see in the chat?
That's what I mean. Coin cap. Oh, now I see it.
Okay,
I think it says I think we can use that NGC and eBay grading. And then Rich Kelly says I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Rich. No, I have to have my computer turned down at least 12 hours a day, or else that's gonna burn out on me. I think we can use NGC best pictures and pay someone $5 and get them to give a grade. $5 evaluation.
Actually, Actually, Coin Captain, I don't think they're going to give you a grade from a picture. That's one thing. If it's an authentic coin, if it's of AU or a MS or non-decisive. What's the other word for that? That like we don't know. What's the other words for that? Inconclusive. See, NGC and eBay's teaming up together. They already teamed up. And if you want to buy a coin on eBay, you click the NGC button on that coin, and you send them a PayPal of $5, and they're going to tell you if it's worth you buying it, if it's fake or real or whatever. They won't give you an accurate grade like that, though. They're going to tell you if it's worth it or not, because there's so many scammers out there. As far as like, is this a double die? And anybody can plainly see from pictures if it's a double die or not. Yeah, thank you, Rich.
Yeah,
I keep up with the new trends.
I thought they gave around.
Yeah, they'll give you a roundabout grade. Yeah, like AU or maybe fine or. They might be able to tell you if it's a.
Let me get something to drink.
MS60 and above, MS60 to 65. I can almost give you a grade on that, 60 to 65 myself from a picture. If it's good, clean pictures. But yeah, Rich is right. So many people do the lighting trick on coins. And they got stuff marked all over them 2x2 cardboard flips. Jim BU, deep mirror proof like, all that yada yada bull butter. Oh yeah, well NGC and eBay did team up, Rich. They sure did. Then you can spend, I think it's $10 on something. I forget what it is, but if it's in an auction, it is. And then you, if the coin sells, you out of luck, out of $10. Response on the $10 thing. Did you hear what I was saying, Hector?
Yes, sir.
Oh, did you hear what I was saying earlier about NGC and eBay?
Yeah. I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that also that I think Clone Caption said that they gave you about a roundabout idea about what the grade about the coin it would be, not an actual one. And I'm pretty sure. PCG.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's mostly a roundabout. It's going to tell you probably fine or extremely fine or very fine, or they're going to give you an opinion.
Right.
And a about what it is, and that's it, an opinion. But they'll tell you if the nice clear pics or whatever, somebody's trying to sell a fake double die, like the 1969 S Lincoln penny double die, and it's not showing the double die on the penny like a lot of them do.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to tell you, no, that's not a double die. So you just spent $5 for nothing, where you can tell by picture it's not a double die.
Lake House Beach.
All right, Lake House, take it easy, Monty. Boy, I was hoping for number 3 tonight, Lake House. I was hoping for 3 in a row on that giveaway, but that didn't happen. I'm fixing a bunch more. Yeah, and some homemade bread. Oh yeah, I made homemade bread last night.
Oh, did you?
When you went to the grocery store, what?
When I used to work at grocery stores, there was a thing that we used to buy all the time. There were bread. There were 3 separate loaves. And my mom on Sunday, she would always ask me when I came home from work, because I would work the 5 to 2 shift, and she'd only make breakfast at about 11 o'clock. We go to mass and then come home. Then we have a late lunch, like a brunch. And then in the afternoon, my mom would let the bread rise for 3 or 4 hours. And we have this bread that was frozen. And the night before, she'd leave it out and let it rise. And we would have fresh bread every Sunday. That was my best memory of home.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can freeze dough. You sure can.
Rich Kelly, what type set? I know. My mom would make good bread. And then when it's just out of the oven, you slice it and you put butter on it. I think he's coming back. Yep. You anything okay over there?
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I had to go check on Missy.
Okay. On who? Your wife?
My wife.
Oh, okay. Lake House just left. I think you already saw that.
Yeah, like, John. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, in fact, I've got a typeset from Lake House. All tone coins I won for his 900 sub giveaway.
Hey,
And
I'm at 350. I can't believe it. My grandparents had a rent.
All tone coins. Every coin in there was silver, from the $half down to the penny, but the penny wasn't silver. Coins were tone.
Wow.
It was his tone set, he called it. That was his first place to give away for 800.
Hey, look at
what that. I mean, that was his 900th giveaway.
You see what Rich Kelly said? He goes, my grandparents had a ranch. We have fresh meat, beef, chickens, fresh butter, cream with a huge garden. To tell you the truth, Rich Kelly.
Oh yeah.
I'm doing that now. I've got
that's the best.
I had 35 head of cattle on my dad's 5-acre parcel. And he's got every tree you can think of. He's got orange trees, almonds, pecans, cherries, apricots. I mean, we had it all on that ranch. And my parents would always grow everything in the backyard. When we used to live in the city, we had chickens in the back, which we're not supposed to have because that's supposed to be a farm animal. In California, you can't have farm animals in the city. So we used to do that a lot too. We used to grow a lot of our food, not because it was our way of life.
California, you can't.
No, you can't have chickens in your city homes.
You can't have. Oh, in the city limits. Okay.
Yeah. But that's why my dad bought a 5-acre ranch, built a house on it, and he put every fruit tree you could think of: grapes, figs. What else does he have over there? Almond trees. He has cherry trees, walnut trees, pecan.
I love figs.
You know what tomatillo is?
Tomatillo, yeah, that's the paper shell tomatoes.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. That grows wild in my mom's little patch. It's only like 4x8, and we get like 30, 40, 50 pounds at a time every time we pick it, and it just grows wild. And it just every year we just water it and it comes up by itself, and that's where we make our chili verde, or we make salsas and marinades out of that tomato.
Chili verde. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I love chili verde.
Hey, Rich, do you speak Spanish?
I like homemade tamales. I love it.
Well, I ain't little because I was eating vegetables. The kind of cows I have, well, they're mixed breed right now, but most of them are Holstein with Angus and some Bramer, and but they're mostly Holsteins. They're cross. You really can't keep.
So you got meat cows.
Oh yeah, 1,500 pound, 2,000 pounders.
Yeah. You don't have dairy.
I mean, there's
right. You have meat cows. You don't have dairy cows.
Well, we still get milk from them. They're not purebred Holsteins like dairy farms have, or Jerseys, or what's the other one? Whoa, what happened? I understand enough to greet my elders, but that's about it. Well, sorry, but I know how that feels. Meeting the elders, you got to give them the hand, and you gotta greet them at the door, and you got to tell them in Spanish, mucho gusto conocerlos, gusto de verlos otra vez. Aquí es su asiento, no gusta uno algo de tomar. I mean, all those phrases. We used to have that down pat. So you're Americanized like me. Rich Kelly, I teach also. And a lot of the kids that are from other countries knew a lot more as a kid, but as my kids got married back in the big families, yeah, I know how that goes. But I teach at the high school, and a lot of the kids are coming in from the new country, I should say the old country, to this country. And I teach English and I teach PE. I'm a PE teacher also, and coach baseball and girls softball. Still haven't retired.
Yeah, fine.
I could have retired last year, but I'm thinking about it next year, sometime in June, July, or Rich, what did you do as a living, or did you have enough of coin collecting knowledge that you made your living off of coin collecting?
Stomach bug. I got a question for Rich also.
If you watch my videos, you will see a black walnut table. I built that. I did it for a living. Awesome. I've always wanted to learn to be not a carpenter, but a furniture maker.
Carpintero.
Yeah, that is so neat.
He's a carpintero, master carpenter. He's a master craftsman.
There's a guy on YouTube I watch. He is a samurai carpenter. He's owned his own shop at 22.
Yeah, my dad was a master carpenter and taught me everything I know. And then I got into cabinet building, which one of our main carpenters that helped us build our houses. He taught me cabinets at an early age. And later on in life, in my 30s, I opened up my first cabinet shop.
See, I grew up on a ranch, raising cattle, feeding them, sweeping, doctoring them. That was good for learning how to take care of animals and responsibility and hard work. But in school, most of my academics kept me out of learning to mechanics, electrical wiring, carpentry, stuff like that. But then when my dad built the house at the ranch, I built a barn. I helped build a house, lay tile. Almost anything connected to the house I did. Cement work. Hey, Cajun, Rich Kelly is asking you, did you own a cabinet shop? You answered. Okay.
I just answered it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did, Rich. Yeah, I answered it. I had a Delta Unisaw in my first shop. Then my second shop, I had a Delta Unisaw Norm Abram Signature Edition. That Delta came and set it up in my shop for me. They fine-tuned everything, all the trunnions, everything.
That's the reason why I have my name.
Trunnions, you gotta really fine-tune those saws to get accurate measurements with that with the fence. Now I did not have the laser regular fence, but it was accurate down to the 32nd of an inch.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't have the 12 inch. I had the 10 inch. 220. My uncle, Leray, had a Grizzly 12 inch 3-phase. And he got 3 of the fingers cut off of that.
Jeez.
Not completely off, just the tips.
But if you see my names,
then I went from the Unisaw.
Anyway, my moniker,
I didn't hear you, Hector.
it's where it says Hector's interest in coins. It was a mistake. I was supposed to say Hector's interest and in coins. The word "and" is missing, but I kept it that way because I didn't want to change it. A lot of people already saw my name that way, and the reason why it's interest is because I know how to do welding, work on my cars. Um, I draw. Listen, I like listening to music, all kinds of music. So my interests are so much that there isn't anything I don't like to learn. And being a teacher, kids are how should I put this? They're they're interested, but they're not interested to begin with. But once they start hearing that I know so much stuff about this and the other thing, about high performance cars, or listening to rock and roll, they're listening to my music, or I know how to teach chemistry, or it's just that I have so many interests that I just can't say interest is only one thing. I have a lot of interests, a lot of different things, even fencing, carpentry, building outside wall, or like the other day, a couple of years ago, my bathroom over there in the corner. My wife didn't like the tile, and she wanted me to take it off. So I took it off because it was cemented against the wall. So I had to patch it. So I went on YouTube, watched what they did. Sure enough, it looks like that like it never got harmed in any way. So that's why I call myself Hector's Interest and in Coins. It's supposed to be and in coins. I mean, I could have gone stamps
too. You can change your name.
Yeah, but I've gotten so used to it now and saying it that way. I figured I'm just gonna leave it because the apostrophe should have been an I, and then it should have said Hector's Interest and in coins. But it's shorter. It's that way already for a while, so I'll leave it like that.
Yeah, that's appropriate. What you have on there, that's appropriate.
Yeah. Well, it's just that I remember Da Vinci and my. It's like I want to go to Spain, but then there's an island off of Spain called Mallorca. I want to go there. Some of the kids don't even think I speak Spanish because I guess I don't have an accent, or I have a California accent on my English, that they say, where were you born? I said, California. Really? And how can you speak Spanish so well? And I said, well, my dad growing up said, if you're going to speak Spanish, you got to speak it correctly. If you speak Italian, you got to speak it correctly. If you speak English, you got to speak it correctly. And my dad spoke 3 languages perfectly. I mean, you can hardly tell an accent on any of his languages he spoke. My grandfather spoke 7.
Right. I have a friend of mine, his name is Eddie Rodriguez. His grandpa, I think, was from Mexico, but was moved to America. Anyway, his dad was in the Air Force for a long time, and so he spoke the proper English around the kids. So my buddy Eddie Rodriguez, he was raised in San Antonio, and he speaks perfect English with and he doesn't hardly speak any Spanish fluently, and he has perfect. You can't even tell he's his family came from Mexico, Spanish, because of his accent. The only way you can tell is he's got a good natural tan.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I've had I've had students tell me from what part of Mexico was I born. I said I wasn't, and they said, "Come on, quit playing with us." I said, "No, really, I have not been born. I have not been outside of California other than to visit my grandparents." And they said, "Well, your Spanish is so good." I said, "Well, agriculture from the time I was 5 until I was 18. And then when I got a grocery store, I said, this is a place to stay. I'm not going to work in the fields anymore. Besides, with better pay and air conditioning and all the soda I wanted to drink. My best teacher was a 7th grade English history. He taught us English by prefix and suffixes and using several languages to show the similarities in so many of them. Yeah, you're right. When I was an altar boy, I started when I was in 1st grade, and I went through high school. Was really something that helped with my English. Yeah, my grandfather spoke 7 languages. He grew up in San Francisco as a young boy. He worked on the coast unloading ships as an 11, 12-year-old boy. And for him to eat, he had to know how to speak to people in Japanese and Chinese. I forget what the other languages are, but yep, you got that right. Working in the fields, picking by the bucket. Peaches were terrible, clammy, and you couldn't destroy the fruit because if you destroyed the fruit, it's easy because my grandfather worked in the shipyards, unloading ships, and then he worked at the railroads, and then when he came down to this far down south to middle of California, he went to the mountains to cut lumber, so he became a lumberjack. And then when the company closed down, he moved down here. Yeah, he was. There's a story goes around that my grandfather was almost shanghaied to China because they needed a cabin boy, and before it sailed, uh, that I guess that's where I get it from because my dad spoke Russian. He tried to learn to speak Russian. He spoke Japanese, not Japanese, Chinese, not Chinese. I'm sorry, Italian, because a lot of the ranchers in this area, they they had vineyards, and they were mostly first generation Americans, and the families were mostly from Italy. And then my dad's 2 brothers married two Italian girls, so we grew up speaking Italian because they talked to us in Italian, and it was close to Spanish, so we understood it. Yeah, it happened all the time.
Your dad spoke Chinese?
No, my grandfather. He grew up in San Francisco.
You said your dad spoke Chinese?
No, my grandfather. My dad spoke Italian and Spanish and English.
Oh, well, who was it you... Oh, your grandfather. He spoke Chinese?
Mm-hmm. Chinese, Japanese, Russian.
Okay, you said your grandpa spoke...
Unloading ships.
Oh, okay.
So when he was 11,
okay,
he was working on the ships, and when they spoke the different languages, he just said the only reason he learned them is because if you wanted to eat, you had to learn how to ask. Man, I was glad to see Lemonhead. um, like a round robin for coins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, 7 different languages, coin caption. My dad wanted to learn. I even found one of my dad's books. He spoke 3 languages pretty well. That's why I guess I appreciate even talking to Mon Ami here. Mostly because French is almost like Spanish, and Italian is like Spanish. So is Portuguese. I can understand Portuguese too. Yeah, a very strong man.
All romantic languages.
Yep, romantic languages, exactly. But it's funny. I can understand German. I wouldn't say every word, but I can like when they say "kommen Sie her," I mean come over here, or they say "sprechen Sie." Do you speak German? Things like Deutsch, yeah. Rich Kelly, is some of your family Portuguese? You know, I was thinking.
Well, Portugal and Spain is next door neighbor.
Yeah, but you know something, they say there are 2 different languages, and I don't see how. They said they don't even derive from the same language, and I said, you know something, then why is it that I can understand Portuguese as well as Spanish? Oh, your mom's dad.
Okay, like my grandmother was a Nunez. Okay, and when you hear Nunez, you're gonna automatically say, "Oh, that's Spanish."
No.
My grandmother was pure French. Pure French. Her grandparents came from France, but southern France.
Near the border.
So there are Nunez's in France.
But here's the difference.
Yeah, that's the border country.
But here's what I found out about the Spanish names, like Magana was French Basque, and then Magana with the N above the N. It was the only way they would know if they were French Basque or if they were Spanish, because Magana was my grandmother's name, her maiden name, but her family, if you looked at them, they were French people. She had very light complexion. Even my dad, if you saw my dad's face, you'd say, there's no way he's Mexican. Mainly because he was telling us as a kids that even growing up, they would say names like Magana, and that was not Spanish name. So when they heard that my mom's mother was 50% Mexican, oh. Anyway, so I always believe that the names were combined in order for families. And when I did a genealogy research on my last name came from a combination of Guthrie, which is German Irish, and Ramir, which was French. Well, that family married into, it was Ramere, Ramere, with the accent above the E. And then they married a Sanchez family, so it became Ramirez. That's how the French came over with the tilde, because I don't think French have the tilde on the end. So when the Gunthers married the Ramirezes, it became Gutierrezes. So that's my last name. English pronunciation of my last name is Gutierrez. Yeah, Ramirez is one of my mom's, Miss Magana. She's also Soria. So we Ramirez, Ramirez. Ramirez.
He means Ramirez. Ramirez.
Yeah, that's not the way it's spelled. He's close, but Ramirez is R-A.
Yeah, I know what he meant. I know what he meant.
Yeah. Cajun, what's your first real name?
Well, I got a bad connection. My saint name is Joseph. Joe.
Uh-huh. So you go by Joe?
And my middle name is Hollis. Hollis.
Huh. Rich Kelly, what's your first name?
And then my other name is Boo. B-O-O.
As a matter of
probably Richard.
Doing genealogy now for my family and my friends. I did it for my wife. I did it for my family, my mom's side of the family, a couple of friends of mine. So I'm getting pretty good at it. Ricardo, ¿cómo estás, hombre?
And we've been having a bad connection for a while.
Yeah.
If it's my end or the other end or in between.
Yeah. I was going to call it tonight anyway at 3:30 anyway.
Any bad signals on my end? I'll refresh already. So anyway, I'll see y'all later, guys. Y'all have a good one.
You too. All of a sudden it got better. Okay, Rich. Let's see. Roger. I'm going to call it a night too because it's almost 3:30 in the morning and I got to be up about 8 o'clock. We're going to go pick up my mom and have a day with her. I think it's YouTube too. Yeah, let's start earlier. I got a bunch of all these 2x2s still to go through, and I'll clean it up tomorrow, but still got to do that. But we could do together. We're gonna do a panel where we have. Hey, Richard, would you mind being on the panel? You don't have to be on the screen, but where you can show your coins too. Good night, Roger. Would you do that, Rich? I need a scope for my computer, so I'm gonna get that next. I got a scale. Okay, we got plenty of time. Okay, Roger. Good night. Cajun, night. Wow, $300. It better be good. Is it 1,000 times? Okay, Rich, let's call it a night. I gotta be in bed at least by 3:30. Yeah. I'm gonna look around. Couch Collectibles sells one that says he does pretty good by, the pixels and how well it is to definition. Okay, let me send you an email so that way you Rich Cali 21 at AOL.com. Okay, I'll send the email right now. Okay, good night, Richard. Hey, Christian's Coins. Sorry, man, we're getting ready to call it a night, but glad you came by and say hi. Night, Richard. We'll talk to you later. Christian Coins, come back and see us again. Appreciate you coming by. Yes, definitely. Night, Richard. Christian, are you still there? Okay, guys. Good night.